are doing fine. Now in this part I am going to tell you about the reasons and several types of discontinuities. Now there are two main types of discontinuities, one of which is removable type and the second one is non-removable type. Now we are going to talk about both these types in brief in this part. So let's watch this. Okay, so now let's discuss about reasons and types of discontinuity. Okay, so in this, first of all, let me tell you what are the reasons of discontinuity, right? Why the function becomes discontinuous? What are the reasons for that? Right. So first of all, to understand this, first of all you tell me when a function is continuous, right? A function will be continuous if LHL is equal to RHL is equal to the value of the function is equal to finite, right? If LHL equal to RHL equal to f of a is equal to finite, then the function will be continuous, otherwise it will be discontinuous, right? So if this condition fails to occur, then we will say that the function will be discontinuous, right? If this condition fails to satisfy basically, right, then the function will be discontinuous. Okay, so the first reason for the function to be discontinuous will be the limit itself does not exist, right? If limit does not exist, then the function will be obviously discontinuous, right? Because limit should exist, function should be defined, and both of them should be equal and both of them should be finite. Then only the function will be continuous, otherwise it will be discontinuous. Okay, so first reason can be limit does not exist. Okay, and a good example for this could be if the graph is like this. We saw this graph, right? If the graph is like this, in this case limit does not exist. Alright, function is defined, f of a is well defined, this is defined, but limit does not exist. What is limit? Does not exist. Okay, DNE does not exist. Okay. So this is the first reason. Second reason is function is not defined. Okay, limit exists but function is not defined. Example could be like this. Suppose the graph is like this. In this case limit is defined, limit exists. Limit exists, limit of the function exists, but the function is not defined at this particular point a. F of a is not defined. Okay, so limit exists but function is not defined. First case is function is defined but limit does not exist. Okay, in the third case is both are defined. Limit also exists and function is also defined, but both of them are not equal, right? They should be equal also. Okay, so there are only two conditions or three conditions rather which we will have to check. First of all, find out the limit. Limit should exist, function should be defined, and both of them should be equal and finite. Okay, so these are the three conditions for a function to be continuous. If any one of the condition is violated, then the function will be discontinuous, simply. Okay, let us go to the next slide and check whether this function, okay, a graph of a particular function fx is given to you. This is the graph of a particular function fx. You have to tell me, okay, at which points this function is discontinuous first of all, okay, and what are the reasons for this discontinuity.